What's up, you guys? Welcome back to the shop. Unfortunately, I was sick, so I haven't uploaded a video in a while. So pretty excited to be back, make some videos every week, hopefully 2 to 3 videos a week. Hopefully George has time and he's able to come to the shop and we can get some stuff shot and uploaded. So today we have a video that's going to be given to you guys thanks to Duels from the Deep. So Yu-Gi-Oh's newest set, it's LED 9. It has a lot of water support. You know, a little bit of a corny catchphrase here, but it says a whale of a tail. So you know, you're gonna get a lot of the stuff from Mako Tsunami, correct? Right, Mako Tsunami stuff in here. So this deck here we're gonna present to you guys is a deck that is made thanks to like the set. We have a new card called Abyss Shark, and I'll put it right here so you guys can see it. This deck is brought to life now just because of this one card right here. So we're gonna get into the deck profile, and if you guys have any questions, comment down below. And like I said, thank you guys for watching. Alrighty, so you guys that are for those that are familiar with the water deck, it's a rank 4 based deck. Konami has released a lot of good rank 4s that are water based, and they're either negates or they're cards that operate on your opponent's turn. And there's some new board breaking cards that I'll show you guys. So it's a good deck for competition. Right now I would classify it as a tier 1 deck, just because as we go into Power of the Elements, right now there's room for decks like this to become tier 1. And you know, unfortunately, when Power of the Elements comes out, the game does change. But for right now, this is a really good competition choice, and I think this can win a regional or a YCS if it's played correctly and built correctly. So that's why I want to feature this deck, not just because this set came out. Of course, I like to promote new items, but I really believe this deck has the power to win tournaments. So I'm not going to just feature something I feel like is just for fun. Of course, sometimes I may do that, but I think this deck's both worlds, fun and competition. So I'm going to start off with 3 Abyss Sharks, the new card out of this set. It does a lot with your deck needs to do. It operates it says if this card is used for the Exceed summon of a number monster, it can be treated as a level 3 or 4. If all monsters you control water, you can summon it from your hand, and if you do, add a level 3, 4, or 5 fish monster from your deck to your hand. For the rest of this turn, you cannot special monsters except water, and then you're locked into also double the first battle damage inflicted to your opponent by your number monster battling another monster. Really good. And then you can use the effect of Abyss Shark once per turn. So this card, like I said, it offers a whole another dimension to the deck. You technically have another Buzz Shark now. So and you guys, if you guys are familiar with the deck, this card is pretty insane. So 3 Abyss Shark, go ahead to your local card shop, pick up the new set and try to get these, or buy the singles online. They're cheap, they're like 13, 14 bucks. I do think this card will go up just because it, like I said, it makes this deck playable. 3 Buzzsaw Shark, we all know what this does, summons a level 4 or lower. I think it's 4, right? Correct. 1 fish monster with the same level as that monster. You can target 1 wild monster you control, special summon from your deck in defense position 1 fish monster with the same level as that monster, but with a different name. And you do, it cannot activate the effects this turn. You cannot special summon monsters from the extractor this turn except Exceeds. And then you can make this monster, when it's Exceed summoned, when it uses to Exceed summon the water, it can be treated as a 3 or 5. So a lot of the stuff in this deck, you'll know that they can do the whole 3 or 5 thing, and I'll show you why that's important, being able to change its levels. So that's really good. The best card in the deck. It's like a tour guide. Crystal Shark, really good card. Can't be normal summoned, but it is an extender, level 4. It's a new card out of the set as well. Extender, but this does lock you from not being able to summon from your hand. So you'll see a lot of level 4 extender water cards. Pretty simple. Exceeds Remora, same thing, level 4 extender water, has other effects that come up, but not too much, but there's like a little combo with it when it's an Exceeds material, and it detached, correct? Yeah, it was detached. Lantern Shark, really good card. It comes off of you'll be summoning this off your Buzzsaw Shark, and then it can become a 3 or 5, so I'll show you why that's important. 3 Sathana, really good card, just because it's in a level 4 extender that it doesn't have a lot of requirements. So if you have nothing on the field, summon him, and you'll see like that becomes really important to have cards like that. Same thing, but this locks you into water monsters. So you don't want to be locked into water monsters because your whole extra deck isn't water. You're gonna sometimes need to summon this, so that's an issue for the deck sometimes. 3 Ash, it's Ash. Then we get into staples, common sense stuff. Desires, you need to have this card in this deck just because the deck needs resources. And then you need this, cards broken. you should be playing that probably in any deck like that needs resources. This card, we all know what this does. If you bought Brothers of Legend, it's a monster reborn, and it adds you a level 4 or lower water monster. So sorry, level. My bad. It says one monster from your deck to your hand with the same original name as that fish monster that you summoned. So really good card. That's why it's good to have 3 ofs too, because you want to get that free card added to your hand. This card, I think you need defense, and this is a good way for defense. You got to play that. That's the best card in the game. Sadly, 3 Imperm, got to play it. And then this is the best card in the deck in terms of defense, just because your whole deck is water. Unfortunately, you can't Zeus, but just a really good card. So if you can get these, get them now while they're cheap. Hasn't had a reprint in a while, so good card in this deck. And then we're going to the extra deck and explain a couple things for you guys. So we have number 4 Stealth Dragon. This is the MVP of the deck, besides Bahamut. This card, once it's on the field, everything becomes water, and then it says once during the main phase, you can destroy 1 water monster your opponent controls, and if you do inflict damage, your opponent equal to half the attack it had on the field. If this Exceed Summon card is destroyed, you can summon Stealth Kraken spawns from your extra deck up to the number of materials this card had. Then you can attach up to 1 water monster from the graveyard to each of those special summon monsters as materials. So this card's ridiculous. So even when it's destroyed, these come back, and then these say, once per turn, you can destroy, it's a quick effect, you can destroy 1 water monster your opponent controls. If this card special summon by the effect of a number exceeds monsters destroyed, you can special summon 1 other Stealth Kragans from the yard. So these work hand in hand, and a big part of the deck. And then this is where you get into breaking boards for people that don't know. So this engine probably isn't mandatory, but I don't think I would play a deck without it. I just learned about how stupid this is. It's ridiculous. Other words for this, but can't be said on camera. I'm kidding. So you would do Buzzsaw Shark summons your Lantern Shark, and they can both be treated as 5s. This is when you're facing an opponent's board. So these are now 5s. This one, I'll take one of your opponent's monsters by detaching 2, and then you will now be able to attach a 101 underneath because that's its effect. And then you can go ahead and, sorry, my bad, wrong one. It's Nash Knight. Nash Knight will detach 2 to take your opponent's monster. So now your opponent's monster is under here, right? And then this card says it can go on Nash Knight, and then this card says it can go on the other, the Exceeds Nash Knight, Chaos Exceeds. And then this card takes another opponent's monster, right? And then you would Zeus them. So now you have 6 materials on your Zeus. And if, for those that don't know, that's really, broken. So we can wet the board 3 times right now. So that's a really good defense option for this deck. And I really think this gives the deck another option on the long term. And then we go into Bahamut Shark. Bahamut Shark, obviously, we all know is the star of the deck. You just attach 1, and then it summons Totally Awesome. And here we go, Totally Awesome. So the main theme of the deck is you want to be able to double Bahamut Shark. So that's easy to do, especially with this new guy here. Sorry, highlight him a lot. I know it must be annoying, but he's just broken. He gets us to that double Bahamut Toad, double Toad. And then we overlay our Bahamuts, and we all know this already, that played Bird Up. I know George played Bird Up, right? You know about this? All right, he knows. And then this now is a negate, and that's for basically 2 cards. So basically, if you draw your Buzzsaw Shark and your Abyss Shark. So good cards to draw in combinations. So you get that field going. Dweller, and that sums up the extra deck. So pretty much cards that you could think of putting in here are hard to put in here, like Almirage is one of them, because you can Almirage and then White Mirror, which can come up, and then you can put another one of these because he is important. You can play 2, and then you can play Baguska, which is really good right now. So it's up to you guys. I don't think there's room. I just can't think of something. This wouldn't make sense. You need this to put this on top. So it's just impossible. I can't see how. And then we're gonna go into side deck. So those that are going to events, it's important to type your side deck on you. It's not really, I don't like to do side decks in videos. I'll let you guys, you know, do it depending on the video, on the format. So Droll, pretty good right now. Probably should be Gammas maybe. I don't think, it's decent. Token collector, so you don't Sword Soul and the Brave Engine. This deck doesn't do tokens, so Harpy is broken right now. Probably should main one. 2 Cosmics. And then 3 barriers, and then 3 evenlies. So pretty basic side deck cards, nothing crazy here, nothing special. So for those that are interested in playing the deck, what I say is practice, try out different options. There's a lot of other like level 4 water extenders out there that you can try. I think these are the most optimal ones. Of course, a friend of mine helped me make this deck, so I do agree with 99% of these decisions. So if I were you guys, go ahead, go out to your local game shop, get the new cards. Of course, you can make other decks. You can play Marincess, stuff like that. Are they as competitive as this? I don't know, but I'm pretty sure this is as competitive as it gets in terms of water deck. So if you guys have any questions, comments, other decks you want to see, please comment down below. And I appreciate you guys for watching. And the National season's coming up, and I do think this is a deck that could top Nationals. So beware this deck. It's just one of those things that if it wins at Iro, it gets pretty scary, and then it could break a board because it can Zeus for 6. So if you guys have any questions, like I said, comment down, and I appreciate you guys, and hopefully catch you guys on the next video. Remember to subscribe, like the video, and thank you guys for watching. Have a good day.